I've always been true to myself. When people say like more authentic or more real, I've never left like my house and come to a media day or a press conference and thought I'm going to put on an act.
Me straight away goes, I think AJ's probably going to be told, and I don't know this, don't go heavy on him the first.
No, he can't afford to do that.
He isn't fighting a grandfather. It's absolute lunacy. It's insane. It's dangerously insane.
Anthony Joshua said his fight with Jake Paul will be real and not an exhibition. He explained that he has always been genuine and doesn't want to act for the cameras. He said every move in the ring will be real, showing that he is taking the fight seriously.
Pressure's been crazy. Pressure to deliver. I want to live up to expectations. I've always been true to myself. When people say like more authentic or more real, I've never left like my house and come to a media day or a press conference and thought I'm going to put on an act. And then when I go home, I'm going to be someone completely different. Number one, that's a whole bit of energy. And number two, like, remember, half of the time I'm speaking to people, I feel like I'm speaking to a camera. I'm not speaking to someone on a level. So it's been difficult. I don't really express myself too well to a piece of plastic. I have better conversations one-on-one around the dinner table over the phone.
Netflix reportedly offered Anthony Joshua $80 million to fight Jake Paul on December 19th. The fight would follow normal boxing rules, with 3-minute rounds and 10-ounce gloves, making it a real and competitive match.
Boxer. He's not taking nobody's dive to Jake Paul, okay? He's not following nobody's script with Jake Paul, okay? And the difference is, because I've seen a lot of people say, this is a circus. No, it's not a circus. Anthony Joshua's coming off of a knockout loss. He's been out the ring for a year, and he has serious fights already lined up. Not to mention, the only fight Anthony Joshua ducked in his entire career, unlike Gervonta Tank Davis, is the Deontay Wilder fight. He fought Alexander Usyk twice. He fought Daniel Dubois. He fought Dillian Whyte. He fought everybody in the heavyweight division outside of Deontay Wilder. And he is trying to fight Tyson Fury now. So he fights the who's of who's in the heavyweight division. Okay? So, yes, he ducked Deontay Wilder, and we are well aware of that. But he's trying to fight Tyson Fury. So that's the only guy that he ducked. Gervonta Tank Davis has a fight that he arguably lost in a controversial draw to Lamont Roach, and he was ducking that to fight a guy that he said that he's not able to fight above 135 pounds, and fighting at 140 was uncomfortable. He's going to fight a catchweight fight at 195, 50 pounds heavier than the 40 pounds that he said was uncomfortable for him to fight, against a guy who is 6'1" with a 76-inch arm reach, but couldn't give us the fights we wanted to see in and around his division.
This will be a real professional boxing match, and Anthony Joshua is reportedly ready to give his best. There will be no acting or exhibition style. Every moment in the ring will matter. Both fighters are expected to show their skills, stamina, and game plan, making it a serious and high-stakes fight that fans won't want to miss.
Fight, if both parties agree, will be fought as a real professionally sanctioned boxing fight. Now, per latest reports, it's also been said that organizers involved with this event are reportedly putting in a total purse of 140 million British pounds to be evenly split by both participants, meaning 70 million British pounds for both Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua each, which is roughly about 92.3 million US dollars.
Jake Paul is back in the headlines, claiming he will beat Anthony Joshua in a future fight. Known for his loud confidence, Paul says this match will happen no matter what. He shows himself as someone who won't stop chasing big fights, even against one of boxing's biggest names. Fans are split. Some like his confidence, while others doubt he can really challenge Joshua. Still, his focus on making this fight happen adds excitement and keeps people talking on social media.
Man, I'm here for the vibes. I'm here for the fight. Usyk's one of my favorite fighters, him or David Benavidez. So here to enjoy and just have some fun tonight here in Wembley. Come on, put some meat on the bones of you and Anthony Joshua. Is it happening or not? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I want it to happen here. All the odds stacked against me. I believe that I will beat him and shock the world and create one of the biggest upsets in boxing history. Tyson Fury was saying he put $1 million on you beating Anthony Joshua. I seen that. He's backing me. He's a smart lad. But how do you love the atmosphere here? Wembley's brilliant. We'd love to see you fight here, by the way. And I love it. Like, the UK fans really love boxing even more than American fans. So I'm going around the pub, stalking all the people, asking them about how they think about the fight. I just love the atmosphere. I love to be here. And this is always history when you're at Wembley.
Liam Cameron, a professional boxer, shared his thoughts on how people view the possible fight. He said many fans think Anthony Joshua will easily beat Jake Paul, and some even want to see a one-sided match. But Cameron warns people not to expect everything to go as predicted, because boxing is never fully predictable. He explained that hype can mislead fans, and Jake Paul has surprised experienced fighters before. His comments remind everyone that there is a big difference between what people expect and what actually happens in the ring.
Do you know, if you don't like Jake Paul, AJ is going to do you a favour because he's going to flatten him. But big props to that Jake Paul for getting it ring with him. Listen to this, he's a multi-millionaire. Multi-millionaire. You don't have to box. And he's fighting him. He's either a madman or he knows something we don't know. But people like saying, oh, I won't take this Jake Paul fight. Listen, every boxer on the planet would fight Jake Paul for money. I'd fight Anthony Joshua for money. I'd get flattened, but I'd fight him. So yeah, I think people sometimes have to watch what they say and think about it. If I were going to get 100 million, you put lottery on it's lottery every couple of times a week. You put lottery on, hoping to win Euro Millions. That's Euro Millions. He might get out at first round, Jake Paul. He might do. He's not going to come and start swinging at him. He's going to move his feet in and avoid him, but fair play to him. Joshua's been British champ.
Leon Edward called for caution and respect for both fighters without taking sides. He said any fight can be unpredictable, especially when one fighter comes from traditional boxing and the other from a different path. He reminded fans that underestimating an opponent can be dangerous. While many focus on Joshua's record and achievements, Edward pointed out that mental preparation, adaptability, and strategy are just as important as physical strength in deciding who wins.
But this fight's in the works, Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul. As a Brit, how do you evaluate?
I've just seen that. Someone just told me about that. That's mad. Fair play to Jake Paul, first of all, for taking it. But if Asia doesn't knock him out in like 1-2 rounds, then I feel like the fight must be fixed or something, because I'm going to Anthony Joshua, obviously, for the KO. So yeah, when is it, you know?
It's going to be next month they're working towards.
Oh yeah, sick.
Jason Cundy and Jamie O'Hara spoke openly about the upcoming fight, calling it very unpredictable. They said Anthony Joshua will probably be told to be careful and not use too much power against Jake Paul. Their concern comes from the fact that Joshua is a top heavyweight, while Paul, although talented, does not have the same level of experience. They also warned that even if Joshua holds back, boxing is still a dangerous sport. Their comments show how the mix of excitement and risk in this fight is creating a lot of discussion, not only among fans, but also within the boxing world.
I don't know, mate.
I think it's dangerous.
Yeah,
I genuinely think it's dangerous.
Well, but that's
putting a world heavyweight champion.
But then the cynic,
top 4-5 fighters in the world.
Then the cynic in me tells me,
YouTuber who's never had a proper fight.
Right, the cynic in me straight away goes, I think AJ's probably going to be told, and I don't know this, Don't go heavy on him the first.
No, he can't afford to do that.
Well,
Anthony Joshua can't afford to do
Right,
that.
okay, well, that's where I'm wrestling with my own mind right now. You asked me the question. How do I feel about it? I don't know what to make of it, mate. I seriously don't know what to make of it. I seriously don't.
I think it's a joke.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it.
I'll watch it because
I don't know whether I will, Jay. Honestly, I probably will close the vote. Right now, I don't know whether I will. I don't know whether I will, honestly. I didn't watch. Was it Jake Paul that fought? Who did he fight? Mayweather.
Tyson.
No, Mayweather. I didn't watch that. Who fought Mayweather? Oh, it was. I tell you, it was. Who was the MMA fighter?
Logan Paul. Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
The one that you didn't know the name of, yeah. Logan Paul.
Logan Paul, right?
He fought Floyd Mayweather.
I didn't watch that one either, right?
I know, but Jake
I
Paul's
think-
got a bit more boxing credentials. He has. Because he
What about McGregor? Who did McGregor fight? Did he fight someone? McGregor? Or have I made that up?
Yeah, I don't know. Where's your head at?
I don't know, mate.
I mean,
they all
it's all over the gaff. You gave Andy your number and you gave him the talk.
His name's Adam.
Adam, sorry. You gave Adam the number.
No.
You said 03717 22
I gave him the sports.
You
I
gave him the sports car
man.
number.
No, but I don't.
Get your head out.
No, I don't know. I don't know whether I will watch it, actually, if you want the honest truth.
Promoter Eddie Hearn said the huge money offer is a big reason why Anthony Joshua might fight Jake Paul, and it could be the biggest payday of Joshua's career. He explained that Joshua's legacy is already secure, so taking this fight will not hurt his reputation. Instead, it gives Joshua a chance to reach more people and stay in the spotlight. Hearn sees this match as both a sports event and a smart business move, because today's boxing world is driven by pay-per-view sales, sponsorships, and global media attention. While some fans question whether Joshua versus Paul is a serious boxing matchup, Hearn says opportunities like this help fighters secure their future. The fight mixes entertainment, athletic skill, and business strategy, promising action in the ring and a well-planned event that brings big exposure and earnings for everyone involved.
Which doesn't deflect from our plan with Turki Al-Sheikh in 2026, which is to ultimately fight Tyson Fury and try and get a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship, then we might do it. Is Jake Paul for real? He'd be mad to do it. Mad. I would have a newfound respect for him. And if we were offered the amount of money that I know is associated with these fights, it would be very difficult for us to say no, Cole.
What is the amount of money that you think? No, but a roundabout figure, like, is it 300 million? Is it 200 million? Is it 100 million?
No, listen, it would be, you know,
Biggest payday of his career?
not necessarily, no, but it would be right up there with the biggest paydays of his career. I can't. There's no point me trying to dress it up to you. I can only be as honest as I can. We can't really turn it down if it's presented to us. And, like, yeah, part of me quite likes the idea of AJ giving him a slap, but I think Jake Paul is mad for even considering Anthony Joshua. But, you know, if we're presented with the opportunity, do we do it? We'll have to wait and see, but probably yes.
People like Dave Allen has criticised the fight. Do you understand criticisms from other fighters about, his legacy being affected in this?
I think, again, it's just be honest. Like I said to Dave Allen then, I said, you talk some shit, you do. I said, you'd fight Jake Paul for $500,000. Oh, I don't know about that. I said, Dave, shut up. And that's what I say to some people. Like, there isn't anybody in our shoes that wouldn't take it. I'm sorry. Like, and you can say, yeah, but what about the legacy? The legacy's there.
Legendary fighter Roy Jones talked about the business side of big fights like Joshua versus Paul. He believes the fight will happen and make a lot of money for everyone. Jones said this is especially good for Joshua, who has had some recent setbacks in his career. He sees the fight as a chance for Joshua to rebuild his momentum and remind people of his status. With both financial and career benefits, Jones explains that this matchup shows how top fighters balance risk, reward, and smart planning in today's boxing world.
I want to change subjects just a little bit here. And Anthony Joshua, there's rumours circulating he could be fighting Jake Paul next. One, do you think it's good for boxing? And two, do you think the fight will happen?
I think it's great for boxing. I think the fight will happen. AJ is 1-0 against these guys that come in to these boxing careers late. So why not? He's a perfect guy to take him out too. He took Ngannou out. Why would he not take Jake Paul out? And for him, he probably make more money fighting Jake Paul than he will fight anybody else that he can fight right now. So why would he not do it? I mean, not that he need the money right now anyway, but if he's going to do something, if you want to get a good win to put him back on the scene, that's a perfect win. You get a lot of money doing it.
Former heavyweight Tony Bello warned Jake Paul about the dangers of fighting Anthony Joshua, calling the decision extremely risky. He said Paul will face serious physical and mental challenges against such an experienced and powerful fighter. Speaking from his own time in the ring, Bello explained that mistakes against stronger opponents can lead to real harm. His comments remind everyone that behind the hype and publicity, boxing is a dangerous sport, and one wrong move can cause lasting damage, especially for someone like Paul, who has far less professional experience than Joshua.
This is another level. This is a really dangerous. He ain't fighting a granddad. He isn't fighting a grandfather. It's absolute lunacy. It's insane. It's dangerously insane. Is right. And I never thought I'd say that in my lifetime, but because he says some crazy shit. But he probably could knock him out with his bell end.
The Wade Concept podcast analyzed the risks for Jake Paul if he fights Anthony Joshua. Host Plemons said Paul usually fights at around 90 kilograms, while Joshua fights at about 111 kilograms, a 21-kilogram difference that affects strength and power. The podcast explained that this weight gap could impact both safety and performance. Plemons also talked about stamina, strategy, and mental readiness, showing that Paul would face many challenges against a fighter as strong and experienced as Joshua.
Now, one of the biggest issues in making this fight, one, yes, that's the former heavyweight champ. Why is he fighting Jake Paul? And two, why is Jake Paul putting his health and well-being on the line? Because someone asked me on Twitter, Wade, if Jake Paul gets knocked out, will his career be over? Buddy, his life may be over if he gets knocked out by AJ, because that dude put Francis Ngannou flat on his back, and I had never seen Francis Ngannou hurt before. And again, it's boxing, not MMA. Jake has a little more experience, but we're talking about a massive size difference. AJ's still relatively young and still relatively got something left in the tank, and he's only fought the world-class guys for the last 10 years. This would be Jake's not only hardest fight, most dangerous fight of his career. If Jake is doing this, it could signal the last one. I'm not even joking. This could signal Jake being like, I'm having one more of these and I'm out.
The fight between Joshua and Paul is more than just big news. It's a clash of very different skills and experience. Joshua has years in professional boxing, giving him an advantage in technique, endurance, and knowing the ring. Paul, on the other hand, is unpredictable, charismatic, and has gained confidence from recent high-profile fights. Experts say mental strength, handling pressure, and dealing with expectations will be as important as physical fitness. A win for Joshua would show his dominance, while for Paul, lasting through the rounds could boost his credibility in boxing.
The Netflix thing. We know that Anthony Joshua is an exclusive fighter to DAZN. Eddie Hearn has stated that multiple times. AJ, I'm pretty sure, even has a piece of DAZN. I could be wrong about that, but he signed a mega deal years ago with them. So for this fight to take place on Netflix would mean DAZN would say, you can have one of our biggest cash draws, and I may be in a revenue share thing, or maybe Netflix pays them some money, but you can have our biggest cash draw and we don't have an affiliation with it. That seems a bit unrealistic. But having said that, this isn't a report from anybody in the camp. This is not MVP saying it. This is not Eddie Hearn saying it. This is Mike Coppinger, who I guess has talked to people in the camp. But an independent source saying that they are finalizing a deal. Not that they're in talks. They are finalizing a deal. So this is, again, we're talking 1 yard line, first and goal, right? We're right there. They just need to dot some I's and cross some T's. So I wonder if that's the last barrier. Because when you're finalizing a deal, this isn't time for, oh, well, you can back out if you don't think this is going to make any sense, or, oh, this is going to hurt my legacy, or, oh, Jake, you're going to get really hurt. They're past that point.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and stay informed. Stay tuned for more updates, and let's keep our news accurate.